of isolation, it's not a punishment, it's a preparation. God uses those quiet moments, those times when it feels like you're forgotten, to mold you, to shape you, and to prepare you for something greater than you can even imagine. You might not see it now, but everything you're going through is building the foundation for your blessing. The question is, will you trust the process? Isolation is one of the most challenging experiences anyone can face, yet it often becomes the very place where transformation occurs. We live in a world filled with distractions, noise, and constant connectivity. It's easy to overlook the quiet moments when life demands that we step away from the crowd, retreat into solitude, and face ourselves. But it is in these moments of isolation that God refines us, shaping our character and strengthening our faith in ways that we cannot always understand in the moment. When we find ourselves isolated, whether physically, emotionally, or mentally, it feels like we're being abandoned. It's a feeling that many people can relate to. When it seems like everyone around us is moving forward with their lives while we're stuck alone with our thoughts and emotions. It's as though the world has left us behind and we are left to figure things out by ourselves. However, this period of isolation is not a punishment. It is a divine opportunity for growth. God allows us to enter these moments so that he can refine us in ways that we may not be able to achieve in the midst of noise and chaos. Just as a precious metal needs to be placed in intense heat in order to burn away the impurities, our character needs the pressure of solitude to reveal what lies beneath the surface. In isolation, we are forced to confront our flaws, our weaknesses, and our fears. It is not always comfortable, and it often feels painful. But this is where God works in us. He uses the solitude to strip away the things that hold us back, our pride, our need for validation, our dependence on external circumstances for happiness. In isolation, we are faced with ourselves, with no distractions to hide behind. And it is in this raw state that God can mold us into the person he has designed us to be. Solitude also gives us the space to grow in our faith. In the absence of external voices and influences, we are left with the stillness that allows us to hear God more clearly. It is in these quiet moments that we can deepen our connection with him. Without the distractions of the world, we are able to focus on his voice, his teachings, and his guidance. In a sense, isolation becomes a form of spiritual discipline. It allows us to reflect on our relationship with God and examine where we stand in our faith. Are we relying on him fully, or are we depending on our own strength? Do we trust his plan even when it's unclear? These are the questions that arise in isolation, and they are questions that lead to spiritual growth. The more we embrace solitude, the more we come to understand that this time is not wasted. It's easy to believe that when we're alone, we are missing out on something. We might feel left behind, disconnected, or forgotten, but God doesn't forget about us. He's working on us, refining our character and faith. He's teaching us how to rely on him and to trust in his timing. The loneliness that we feel in isolation is often the space where God is doing his most profound work. He's removing the distractions so that we can focus on what truly matters. He's preparing us for the next phase of our journey, equipping us with the strength and character to face the challenges ahead. In the process of refinement, God also teaches us patience. It's easy to grow frustrated when we don't see the immediate results of our isolation. We want answers, we want clarity, and we want them now. But God's timing is not our timing. We are often in a hurry trying to rush the process, but God knows exactly when we're ready. He knows when our character has been refined enough, when our faith has been strengthened, and when we are ready to step into the blessings he has for us. Well, this is why patience is such an essential part of the process. When we learn to be patient, we allow God to do his work without interference. We trust that he knows what he's doing even when we don't understand it. Isolation also forces us to take responsibility for our own growth. It's easy to blame others or external circumstances for where we are in life, but in solitude, we have no one else to point the finger at. We are left with our own thoughts, our own choices, and our own actions. This is where true growth begins. We have the chance to look inward and ask ourselves difficult questions. What is holding us back? What do we need to change? What lies have we believed about ourselves? What does God want us to learn during this season? The answers to these questions lie within us, and isolation gives us the time and space to discover them.